Welcome back everyone to the BD1P random character streak. Today is going to be a normal character run for win number 177, hopefully. Today's question of the day, put your answer in the comments down below, is going to be, what was your favorite childhood game? Was it tag, hide and seek, Foursquare, rainbow tag, infection tag? A lot of tags out there actually. And we have a Samson run. Alright, not too bad. Seed is going to be F26HJ1B4. Before what though? I'm funny guys, right? Anyways, I'd played a lot of like tag-based games when I was in elementary school. I would say the first time I really got into playing like any kind of, games with friends as a kid, it would have been in daycare. And I recall playing a lot of hide and seek in my daycare. Not like, an insane amount of like copious hide and seek, but a definite good amount of hide and seek. I think that the most played game there was definitely some variation of like hiding and then seeking somebody else out. And I would have been around the ages of like anywhere from, ooh, that's a really good card as his character. Anywhere from like 6 to, not 6, like 0 to like maybe, I don't even know, dude, like 10. I was there for a good decade of my life, and I did a lot of stuff there. In fact, we made up our own games while we were there too. We had like, trampoline dodgeball. We had a lot of tag-based games. We used to catch gophers with milk jugs in the backyard. It was a very, maybe cruel experience for the gophers, but very fun for us kids. This room sucks, by the way. There we go, finally. Let's go look for, I have an idea. We're going to use our temperance machine to get 5 cents so we can get an arcade next floor on basement 2. We're also going to use the machine to blow this up next to a potential secret room location. That was a dumb move, but it's not that big of a deal for us. Trust me. We have child's heart. We're going to be fine. Anyways, we also in daycare I made up this game that we all played for like, apparently from what I last heard from that daycare sitter, they still play this game there like whenever they get bored. And it was a game that we called Rarny. It was like, it was based off of the purple dinosaur himself, the legend Barney. And the premise was that it was just like rainbow tag, which is like, if you don't know what that is, I gotta explain that whole entire premise to you. But it was essentially rainbow tag, and then, but you were crawling on your hands and knees when you were the seeker, as opposed to being standing on your arms and legs. And you also had to close your eyes. So it was kind of like a blind version of rainbow tag. You played as like a dog, pretty much, honestly. And honestly, dude, that game was a ton of fun because whenever we got bored, it was like, hey, we can run from one end of this room to the other and play some good old Rarny. If you guys want to have some fun with your siblings, dude, tell them to play some Rarny with you. It would be a great time, I promise you. Aside from that, though, I think the only other like game that we played, a lot of was some airsoft-based stuff. Wow, no hearts at all on this floor, huh? Luck upgrade is not bad. No keys to access. Damn, they're really running me up for my stuff right now. What can we possibly do? Wasn't there like a half-priced soul heart in our shop? Could we maybe afford that? Possibly? No, it was not half-priced. Okay. Do we get 2 cents out of... Yeah, we can't really do anything on this floor. We don't have the ability to do much. If we would have had an extra heart, we could have maybe done something there with buying the soul heart and being at half a red heart. That could have been a play, but we do not have that kind of ability right now, so we will just move on. But that was kind of like the daycare experience. A lot of like tag-based games, a lot of trampoline, dodgeball, and hide and seek. When I got into like elementary school, which is, if you don't know, it's like ages 5 to 10, which is, you go there, it's regular school, regular American school that you do when you're a bit younger. The big games there were Foursquare, infection tag, a new and improved version of tag, and just regular tag. There really wasn't much hide and seek on the playground because there's really no point for that. There's not a lot of places to hide on the playground. It's very open. So, oh god, watch out. You want to keep your deal chance pretty high here if possible. So not a ton of like hide and seek going on, but there was a lot of infection tag and stuff like that. Infection tag, I'm going to explain because a lot of you guys are not American and may not know what these games are, or different words for them in your own language. Infection tag is essentially, it's tagged. Whenever you get tagged by somebody, you join the tagger as a tagger. Like the taggers will grow. One person gets tagged, you now have 2 taggers. Tag somebody else, 3 taggers until everybody is caught. Last person standing is the next starting tagger because they're the fastest person technically there. It's a really, really fun version of tag. I think it might be honestly the best version of tag out there. Unless you want to count like Ghost in the Graveyard as some sort of tag as well, but I really wouldn't put those in the same category. Anyways, Infection tag was fun. In PE, we played a lot of Rainbow tag, which is the same thing as Infection tag, but instead of like running aimlessly for hours, you would run from one end of the gym to the other when they would call a color that you're wearing. So like, for example, I'm wearing a blue shirt and like brown pants, and the tagger goes like, you know, run if you're wearing brown. I would run across the gym and get to the other side as fast as possible. And if I made it there, I was safe. The goal was to be the last person standing. And I don't think I ever won. Actually, I may have won a couple times. It's been, you know, over a decade since I last played fucking Rainbow Tag, but it was a really fun experience, I promise you. I had a great time with it. To be completely frank, this is a very scary room, to be honest with you. Kill the Hornets, please. Thank you. There was Rainbow Tag, there was Infection Tag, there was regular tag. Wasn't a ton of hide and seek. We actually got something banned at our school, a game that I made up as well. I was a pretty creative kid, I would say, honestly. Scary room. Now we are in a much better place. A much better place. We made up this game. I'm sure every kid has played at some point in their life. Where I lived, it rained a lot where I lived, in the fall and the spring. And because our school was built on blacktop, there was a lot of cracks in the blacktop and a lot of, like, you know, crevices. And those would usually fill up with water when it rained, as, you know, cracks and crevasses do. And what we would do with those cracks and crevasses is we would get some, like, really tiny twigs and name them after, like, boats and stuff. Put them in these cracks and these little streams and race the boats. And whoever had the best, you know, boat would win that. And it was actually, honestly, a lot of fun because it was RNG. It was the first form of real life RNG if your boat would make it to the end or not, and be the first one there, because there were tiny whirlpools like that would form in the cracks and the crevasses. There were you know, bumping ships, bumping sticks, tons of stuff like that. Honest to God, like it was a hard racing experience, but because it was playing by water, and we'd often get pretty wet doing it and be digging our hands in the dirt and stuff. They banned it. They were like, you know what? No more stick races. We can't allow those. You guys are getting too dirty. You guys are getting too heated about it. You guys are getting too angry about it. So no more. Which was a big hit to my ego. I'm like, hey, I made up a really fun game. I'm being silenced now. I'm being oppressed by my teachers. I'm not going to have any of this shit. So we started doing like a secret stick race club where we go behind. We had like a shed for all of our basketballs and stuff right next to this tree line. And just behind the shed was a big crack in the blacktop where we could put our sticks and race our sticks in secret. So one person was a lookout. The rest of us were just racing our sticks every single recess. And we did get caught eventually. And I believe I was put on the wall for that. And my friends were as well. It was a very disheartening experience, but I'm not going to let anybody silence my stick races. That is you don't ever, you know, try to silence a little boy's stick races. That is a fiendish thing to do. Wow, that was a bounce and a half. You want to apologize for that one? No deal, this was fine though. Red hearts are good to have as his character. Okay, cool. Polyphemus Baby Plum is not my favorite, I guess. Don't explode on me, please. Thank you. Out of the way, and you're cool. More damage. I was kind of looking for some tier right there, but whatever. We'll go to the downpour. Sure, I don't see a reason not to. Save your temperance card, I guess, and just move on down. But after all of that happened, we kind of moved past the stick races and the tags and all that good stuff. Middle school came around. And in middle school, there was a ton of new activities to play at recess because, like, they would offer you, you know, like tons of kickballs and basketballs and stuff, which in elementary school, you weren't really allowed to have those out at recess. It was just the playgrounds, and that was, oh, what the hell? And that was pretty much it. They were never like, you can have this basketball we'll play with, Johnny. That's fine, because they were scared of us having, you know, throwing balls at each other and stuff like that, because we lived in a snowy state, so when snow came around, there were a lot of snowball fights. Illegal snowball fights, might I add, so not the best thing in the world, but, you know, like, there were some stuff going on in that school. And there were no balls allowed at recess. Now, in middle school, however, there were basketballs, kickballs, Foursquare balls, there were tennis balls, tether balls, tons of shit out there that you could play with and have a grand old time, if you will. And we took advantage of that in full. I was never a big basketball fan. I was never a big sports fan in general. But one game that caught my eye especially was Foursquare. Now, again, if you aren't aware what Foursquare is, it is probably the quintessential American American recess game, I could say there. It involves you getting a ball and standing in a grid of 4 squares. Every person in this grid gets their own square. There's the starting square called, it was like the pawn, jack, queen, and king. You want to be in the king spot because the king starts with the ball. Now, it's like a dodgeball or a pretty bouncy ball. It can be really anything. We use basketball sometimes occasionally too. Anything really works. And you would want, the premise of the game is to hit the ball into somebody else's square and then have that ball bounce out of bounds. The last person that ball, like the last square of the person, whoever's ball touched that square, would be out. So if I hit it into like let's say I'm standing in the king spot, I serve it to the queen spot. It bounces once in the queen square, then bounces out. The queen is out. Your goal is to be, you know, not just not to get out. It's just a survival game pretty much. And me and my friends ended up being, I would say, essentially professional. That's okay, I guess. Foursquare players. Like, we were really fucking good. We had our own, like, fake Foursquare league in middle school as well. And at recess, it got to a point where literally every single one of us, like, I'm talking like almost every kid in the grade was playing Foursquare at once. We had so many kids playing Foursquare that they had to paint another Foursquare next to ours because there was just too much people waiting in line all recess not getting their scheduled physical activity as a kid. There was a lot going on at that school, man. Like, everybody fucking loved the Foursquare. And I can see why. It's a pretty amazing game, and I would not have traded that recess experience for the fucking world. We finally get our devil deal here. Reverse world, hermit, spades, clubs, and chariot. Okay, we must have magnet tiers or something like that. Razor as this character actually fucks, and I never take the Razor, but I'm inclined to right now. A hermit. Let's pop the world card right here. We'll take the ace of spades down with us. We have no keys right now. And swarm. Oh baby, that's a really good item. That is almost max defense for us already on this run. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's go over to our blood bank with the chariot card and get some plays out of that. But, like, there was a lot of Foursquare going on. We had our own, like, moves that we would make up and, like, have signature moves and shit like that. And there was some drama out there. I'm not going to lie. The Foursquare drama did start back then. There was quite a bit of Foursquare drama. Now, I don't want to make it something I'm making all this up for clout or for a funny story, because this actually happened. So, there was this kid in our grade whose name was also Ben, but it wasn't me. He's not a self-insert, like, you know, fan canon. This is a real kid. His name was Ben. And he was a pretty sore loser. All of us knew that. And he had been kicked out of our Foursquare club multiple times for just being overall a sore loser, which, that's sad. If you're getting kicked out of Foursquare in middle school, you're doing something wrong in your life, I feel like. Anyways, Ben was the king of this particular game. He got out there first to the old playground and was standing in that king spot as the day started, which was a bit selfish because usually we chose a king by the person who was last in the king space the day prior, but he kind of broke that rule. We went with it, though. It's not a big deal. We're like, whatever, Ben can be king today. I don't give a shit. And I start out in the pawn space. And this first round of Foursquare goes on for roughly like 3 minutes, which it's a long ass Foursquare game. 3 minutes of nobody getting out. That's dedication right there. That is straight up dedication. Can we use this hermit card on anything? Like, I don't want to leave this floor and not. Why don't we just, like, okay, we're gonna play smart because we have like no keys or bombs. Take your ace of spades, go to your mirror section, and use the ace of spades in your first big room right there, so you have at least some keys next floor. And then take your ace of clubs down with you, because you don't really need to have the hermit. I'd like to use it if possible, but I don't see a timeline on which we can properly use it. So walk in here. I would like to get IV bag, but Razor is also, like, pretty damn good. I mean, the hearts aren't bad either. Like, we might want to just play the floor out here. We do have a decent build, and we could probably beat our boss again and get maybe some extra tier rate for us as well. I don't want to play too risky, but we can reverse hermit our knife piece. You know what? We'll take the hermit card and we'll do it to our knife piece here. Then we'll take the ace of clubs down to the next floor with us for a free combative room clear. That seems pretty fair to me. But anyways, back to my story here. This game goes on for about 3 minutes straight, and nobody's getting out. It's like me in the pawn spot. My friend Sam is in the jack. And I believe Alex from the 4-player file, is in like the queen spot. Now, eventually, I get the ball passed to me, and I kind of like, I have to catch it, right? Because the ball is going like real fast and real hard. So I catch it, I do like a spin maneuver behind me and throw it back. It lands in Ben's square, and our ref calls him out. And Ben's like, oh, he carried that. That wasn't legal. He carried the ball, because carrying the ball is illegal. But the ref decided that it wasn't a carry on my end, so it was pretty safe either way, right? The ref said, you know, hey, like this is not a carry. This guy's cool. Which, if the ref says it, you gotta listen to the ref. That's the rule in Foursquare. What the fuck? You guys see that shit? That ain't right. That was not right at all. What the fuck? My heart left my chest in that particular moment there. Holy shit, dude. Okay, anyways. anyways. The ref called as illegal, you know, pass. And Ben was getting pissed. Ben's like, you guys all hate me here. Like, I'm always, like, I'm never wrong. You guys hate me. And he starts getting pretty mad. And I kind of egg him on. I'm like, Ben, you lost. To get over it. Get the fuck out of the king square. And Ben didn't like me saying this. Ben was pretty upset at me, actually. To the point where, we were playing with the basketball today. Ben grabs the, no, Sam wasn't in the queen. Sam was in line behind me. And someone else in the queen space. This is important, trust me. Anyways, Ben grabs the basketball. He's like, fine, I guess you're the king now. And throws it. Like, he's like he's like right in front of my face. Like, winds up and throws it as hard as he can right into my face. Luckily for me, I'm a pretty thin and agile kid. And I ducked under the ball with my insane gamer reaction time. Now, sadly, my friend Sam was standing behind me. And when I ducked, it hit Sam square in the fucking face. And I think to Ben's credit, he was aiming for my chest, but Sam was a pretty short kid, and Sam's head is like my chest, like where my chest was, like height-wise, and it hit him in the chest, or hit him in the face. And instead of apologizing and being like, oh shit, I didn't mean to hit you, Sam, I'm sorry, Ben just storms off. And like Sam's face is like blooded up, like his like nose is bleeding, it's like his mouth looks fucked up. Like, I'm like, oh shit, dude, this sucks. And Sam went to the nurse, and they got Mr. Old King Ben in trouble. And eventually Ben apologized, and everything was good again. But I thought it was worth pointing out that, like, Foursquare, it was not a fucking joke, man, all right? This shit's not funny. It's real life, and it stings sometimes. But no, regardless of that, like, Foursquare after that point was never the same. I think out of solidarity to Sam, I stopped playing after that moment, because I was like, you know what, I don't want to be in this toxic environment with these Foursquare players. I don't want to be here right now. So I did drop playing Foursquare at recess after that, I'm pretty sure, and then didn't go back for a long-ass time. Oh, I'm still the lost. Right, this sucks. Can I not have this on me anymore, please? Thank you. But after that, like, the fourth, it just wasn't the same, man. Like, it became more than a game. It became, like, people were actually fucking pissed over this stuff. And I don't want to be a part of that environment anymore, so I left it. And we started our own new Foursquare called Team Square. Now, this sounds like it's some kind of, like, indie startup company, Team Square, right? I have to tell you it's not. It was a 2v2 Foursquare that actually, honestly, like, it fucked. It fucked really hard. So instead of being in a grid of, like, 2x2, this Foursquare thing was, like, you guys know what a track is, like, you know, a high school track or, like, a middle school track. There was this track going around our middle school parking lot, and there was this point in the track. I'm going to go for the blind here. Oh, no, run. Fucking run. Jesus Christ. There was this track going around. And right at this point in the track, it was cut into, like, eighths. So you'd have, like, you know, lines at occasional points cutting into eighths. And we thought, hey, what if we got 2 people each? And the middle line was, like, you know, the original Foursquare box line. And behind you was the out of bounds. And it was like a volleyball Foursquare. That's the best I can put it. It's volleyball Foursquare. And we ended up drafting teams every recess to play volleyball fucking Foursquare. And I have never had more fun playing a game ever. And I think it goes to show just, like, how the childhood imagination, like, is so much more involved than the adult imagination. Because, like, nowadays, I could invent a Team Square again, but it would not have had the same, like, charm as it did when I was a kid. Like, all these, like, special rules, like, you know, double hits and carries and all that shit. Like, I could not have made, you know, the same caliber of game. And that kind of stings to hear. Like, it's like, man, I'm never going to have that childhood wonder back in my life. But regardless of that topic, Team Square was a huge success, and we played it pretty much every day until we graduated middle school. And then it was time for high school. In high school, if you don't know, there's no fucking games in high school, dog. The high school is just straight. Well, it's not straight. It's actually it's pretty not straight. But high school was essentially like no recess, just lunch. But they didn't have a gym. They had like an open gym during our lunch, and you could like go into the gym. You could play like, you know, basketball or like, you know, volleyball until lunch is over. And that was a pretty cool idea. I never really did much because I wanted to eat my lunch and just kind of chill when I was in high school. But I thought it was a novel idea. I thought it was handled pretty well. I'm going to probably end up sacrificing here. Well, let's see if we get a deal or not right now first. I don't want to really risk it if we get a deal anyways, and it's still pretty good. We'll wait to fight our boss, then we'll sacrifice for a bit, I think. But the damage would be nice, too. We could be popping the Razor right now for extra damage per room, and then getting the hearts and getting our HP back. We'll see how this run turns out. It's going to be a very interesting one. But there were occasions in high school where, like, in my gym classes, we'd play Foursquare. Like, you know, we'd make up our own, like, boundaries and play some Foursquare, some Team Square and shit. And, no, it was a great time. I think that if there's one thing I envy of my high school or childhood self, it's that I had much more imagination back then, you know? Like, nowadays, I could have never made up a game like Rarny. You know, I don't have that prowess anymore, I guess, which is kind of sad to say. This is going to be Gideon? I thought so. We already got booster packs, so no chance for a chaos card. Unless we get, like, you know, 8-ball into a chaos card. Probably not going to happen, though. Pretty low chance there. But I do miss, like, there's a certain, you know, like, warrant to games you would play as a kid that you just never can play again, and it kind of hurts. Like, we played tons, like, at my house when I would have, like, I had some neighbors that were around my age, and they had summer homes next to me. And we'd play, like, Ghost in the Graveyard at night. And we'd play, like, you know, hide and seek in the dark and shit like that. But it never was, like, a huge thing because it's more fun when you're just in school, you know? It's a lot more fun that way. And regardless of that, up until I graduated, like, high school, we were still making up fun games to play. We had this big idea we wanted to do. Because I had a huge, like, neighborhood. I didn't have a big yard, but I had a really big neighborhood. Like play games all across like the street and stuff like that. It was a pretty quiet place, and what we wanted to do was me and TG, we're gonna get like 16 of our friends together and have like an 8-on-8 like capture the flag like combat thing. We're gonna get like you know, pool noodles for swords and shit like that, and have an all-out fucking war. Actually, that's pretty nice for us. And I'm gonna not take Azazel's horn at the current moment, and we're probably not gonna sacrifice either right now. We had this idea for this like 16-man capture the flag kind of deal. It never ended up panning out because of everyone worked different schedules and stuff like that. But it was a good plan. Like it would have been pretty fun to do, honestly. And we also had just like me and Thomas. This might be illegal to say. I'm not sure. Everyone has like we were kids. Like we were like early like sophomore year freshmen in high school, and me and TG loved the Netflix show Daredevil. And like Green Arrow and shit, right? We wanted to be like vigilantes when we were younger. So we had this plan to like TG, if we get like senior year and we don't have a college picked out, why don't we just like be vigilantes? And we were dead ass gonna do this, right? Like it was our actual plan. Oh, my soft locked? Thank God for motherfucking Cricket's bot or Parasite here. There we go. I finally got him there. Now, when senior year came around, we didn't have our colleges picked out. We didn't know where we wanted to go for college. We had no idea what we wanted to do and all that crazy stuff. We were kind of like lost. And our idea was, all right, we'll give vigilanteism a one-night try. So we got like in all of our, you know, like nighttime like black gear. And we said, okay, TG, we're going to spend like 4 hours outside from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. running around my neighborhood and try to not get caught. We did this twice, and the first time, like we did pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, we were out there for 4 hours. We went down like every street that I had. We like ran behind like moving cars and shit. We didn't get caught. I'll go blind again. All right, not the greatest thing in the world to have. We did not get caught doing this. Our closest call was I gotta explain how my house or like my neighborhood works, right? if you go right down my street, it's like a cul-de-sac. There's also a path into the forest. You can like go into the forest and walk around. And off of that path, you can run through somebody's backyard and get on another path that brings you to the other section of a road behind me. So it's like road path, backyard path, different road. And this backyard is like, it's a pretty fucking rich house. It's like, it's a mansion. Like, actually, fun fact, the guy who invented whipped cream in a can, that was his fucking mansion. He lived there. The guy who made whipped cream in a can, yeah, that guy lived there. He passed away when I was like 2 years old, but still. Anyways, we went down my road, you know, hid in the forest and shit, and we were gonna run. Our plan was to go through this yard and go to the street behind my house and just fuck around back there. Now we got to the forest, and we assumed that nobody's home because like it's a summer house and like we didn't see any cars in the driveway. But our plan goes a little bit haywire. Our plan goes just the slightest bit off kilter. Ooh, nice. What happens next will shock you. What happens next will definitely shock you. Ooh, okay. Rage up. Nice. Huge, actually. We'll put a bomb here now. Oh, okay. Missed that guy. I don't really need voodoo. I'm going to bomb for an increased devil deal chance. Thank you. Thank you. And I guess we'll just go on. So anyways, we get into the forest, and we're on this path. And we're about to go into this guy's backyard. This is the shitty... Oh, there's a button right here. Didn't even see that, to be honest with you. We're about to go run through this motherfucker's backyard. Like, we're just going to go straight through it, you know. No holds barred for the guy in the comments who hates when I say it wrong. And, I think Emma hates when I say it wrong. Sorry, Emma. I'll say it right. It's the wrestling phrase. And, we get into the path. And we are like 5 feet from this guy's backyard. And we hear a sliding door open. And me and TG freeze and get like on our hands and knees and crouch down on the forest. It's like we don't want to be spotted, obviously. Sneaking around in all black gear looks pretty fucking suspicious, right? It's pretty sus, if you will. And anyways, this guy's lighting up a cigar on his porch. And we're frozen. We're like, if we move or make any, because there's like a bunch of leaves on the ground and sticks, he's gonna know we're out here. So we stay frozen on the ground for like 20 minutes, like without moving. This guy's like standing on his porch, overlooking his whole backyard in the forest, and we're just sitting there like lying on the ground. Now eventually the guy goes back inside, and we were gonna like just go back home and not fuck with this dude's like backyard situation, but that's not who we are. We are true-blooded gamers, right? So once he goes back inside, we give it like 5 minutes. His porch light goes off, and now there are more lights because like he has like, you know, the lights in the ground in his backyard, and we're like, okay. If we run fast enough, that was great. He probably won't see us. And what do? We sprint through it, and he didn't see us. But now our next objective comes into play here. It only gets worse from here because at this point, like our hearts are pounding like holy shit. That was terrifying. I'm never ever doing that ever again. I can't manage that ever again. And so we get on this road and start walking back to where my house is. This road goes to like behind my house pretty much. And it connects like via a path to my backyard. And so we're like, okay, we're fine. Take a breather, you know, keep walking. I'll buy the card for some stats. Death card. Also, yeah, we have 37 damage right now. Not bad. Not bad. We'll go down to the regular path here. Get some water before I keep talking. We're walking on this road. Just heading back to where my house is. You know, as you do when you're being a stupid ass like teenager. And, we hear voices. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, it's like 11 p.m. How is anybody out here right now? And so we kind of like crouch down on the side of the road, like in the tree line. And like the voices they aren't coming any closer or going farther away. They're just like stagnant voices. So we proceed with some heavy caution. We don't want to get caught by these guys this far into our journey. And we continue walking. You know, slowly. And all of a sudden, we get back to where the road and the path to my house connect. And we're standing up at this point, like, we're just standing straight up. And then TG goes like, oh, shit, get... Or he by the way, Thomas does never swear, so he didn't say shit. He said, oh, shoot, get down. Just so Thomas doesn't get mad at me for saying he cussed, because Thomas has never cussed in his entire life. Thomas goes, oh, shoot, get down. He does not swear, remember. And so I immediately hit the fucking road. I hit the ground like, I'm like, you know, Monsters Inc. style, like kids awake sort of deal. And I'm laying on the ground. And I'm like, Thomas, what the fuck's going on? And he goes, right over that small ridge right there, they're having a bonfire. And I look a little bit closer, and I can see over this very small dip, there's like a fire, and I see some heads poking out. And now if we stand up, we're going to be seen because we are just in the middle of this open road. So we're like on our hands and stomachs, like, oh shit. Like, what are we gonna do? And our bright idea is to just, every couple of minutes, army crawl a bit to our right, into the tree line, and then walk down from there. Now, I don't know what the fuck this family was doing, having a bonfire at like 11:30 to 12, a.m. at night. Because, like, there are younger kids out there, and there's parents. And it's definitely a fucking school night to some degree with these kids. And so I thought to myself, if we lay here long enough, I'm sure eventually they'll go inside. But the other issue was, we're laying in the middle of a road. If a car comes down this road, we're going to get ran over. So eventually we ended up working up the courage to like slowly crouch up and walk into the tree line and get back to my house. I mean, that was our first kind of loop. It was like maybe like a 1.5 hour experience of just waiting and, being very stealthy and stuff like that. And we felt pretty good about it. So we decided to not go home. We made it back to my house, but we did not go inside. We decided to keep doing our small vigilante testing. And we kept going around. And we decided to go to a different part of my neighborhood, like the main road of my neighborhood pretty much at this point, where there are a few cars coming down occasionally. And we decided to go the harder route onto the road by going through about 6 backyards to get to the road. We wanted to go it was a shortcut, but it was a dangerous shortcut. And this is probably the best part of the story because I love this part a lot because it does get a bit fucking spooky. So we go down through this big ass field, and like for it being night out, it's still pretty bright because there was a full moon, and it was like, and there was no like pollution where I lived, so it was pretty much like, that was dumb. You could see every star in the sky. You could see the moon. I'm not gonna take, dude. Our tier rate is not good enough for dunce this run, honestly. What the fuck? Holy card. We already occasionally get the dunce shot with Polyphemus anyways. What's the big deal? I'm gonna put some bombs down for sure here though. But I really do not want to grab dunce on this run. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. And there's a big ass field we go through, all that good stuff. And we end up against these trees and behind someone's house. Now, me personally, I don't know who this neighbor is. I've never seen them before or anything. But they're, from what I can tell, like, just by their decor, they're pretty fucking weird people. Because as we get into their backyard and start sneaking around, a porch light goes on. Because it's like motion censored. And I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. That's like the worst thing you could ever have happen to you when you're sneaking around at night. A porch light going on. And we're like, oops, that's not good. So we freeze where we are and hide behind some trees. And they have like a statue of deer. Which is, people have deer statues, whatever. It scares off other wild animals. Sure, I understand it. But next to those deer statues is a small dog statue. Which looks so fucking real. Where Thomas like stumbles back and falls over because he gets so scared about seeing that dog. And we stay frozen. Like the dog is like, the statue is faced directly towards us. Why are you, I'm over here. Like, look at me. Thank you, Jesus. Like, this dog was looking directly at us. This statue. And we couldn't tell if it was a real dog or not. And I was too scared to find out. I was like genuinely a little bit terrified of this thing. Well, this run is going very strangely right now. I do not know what to do. Hey, thanks for the holy card buffer there, I guess. That helped out a little bit. Nothing going on in our shop because we fought greed, didn't we just now? I kind of forget already. I'm too busy bantering. And we probably stay frozen again for like 5 minutes before we come to our senses and realize this dog is fake. It's not a real dog. It's a statue of a dog. And so we backtrack because that neighbor's house is like a porch light in the backyard, which is not a cool thing to have when you're sneaking around. Yeah, it was a greed fight. Shit. I wanted to use Keeper Sack money, dude. We could go for Beast, but this run is not good enough to fight Dogma, Beast, or any of the Horseman. I don't feel good about that. Not there. It can't be there, which means it has to be off of here. I gotta play my cards real right on this run because we do not have a lot to lose before we die here. We circle back around, start walking through some more backyards, and we come across the perfect, like, holy grail stretch to our road. And I'm thinking, yes, we finally found what we needed to get to. We can leave. We can go to the road and just start like doing some car dodging and stuff. Like, you know, hiding from cars and headlights and get some practice with that. But another final complication arises. Dude, all of these battery bombs. I might as well give you my money and get a battery item out of you, maybe? I don't know. This final complication is our other neighbor was a pretty flat, like this is a very flat backyard, is looking out of his window directly at where me and TG are hiding behind this bush. And our first thought is like, does he see us or not? Because he's a bit too far away to tell where he's looking exactly, but it is pointed in our direction. We just stay non-moving. We just stay non-moving there. Like, if we move, he's gonna know we're here. When he goes back inside, we make a fucking mad dash to the road against this like fence line and start talking like, what do we want to do here? Because like, if he calls the cops, we better be back home and have our night, you know, black sweatshirts and sweatpants hidden, because that is going to be incriminating evidence. Okay, we got a trinket there. Not the worst thing in the world, but not the greatest either. Okay, that's an item. For the future of the run, that is definitely an item. That's fine. Sure, like whatever. We're not in too big of an issue right now anyways. I might want to even just go to my boss trap room with 1 heart and then hermit card out. But I'm going to save the hermit card for a teleport for next floor, I think. Please do not be red mom. Just be regular mom. Okay, it's regular mom. I can deal with this. We actually do quite a bit of damage. Ooh, I didn't see your foot there. Sorry, I was talking too loud over your grunts. Your mother grunts. And we start like, what do we want to do? Like, do we want to go back home? Do you want to just like stay out and keep doing shit and like see if the cops come around the road? But we decide like idiots to stay outside because, you know, why wouldn't you? We're this far into it. Let's not quit yet. Kill. Go here first. Plan C. Yeah, all right. None of these are worth the squeeze right now. None of you guys are worth it. And there's the whiz coming back in full force, huh? Let's just leave. Rough deals this run. We'll go for Polaroid because we'll have Blood Oath proccing anyways every floor. Plus we have the Razor to get back to invincibility if we need it. Red Heart into Blood Oath for extra damage, sure. Not worth it. Just Hermit card and see what happens. I could have, I guess, grabbed that, but I was not thinking with my feet right there. Anyways, we decided to stay out. We do some light, you know, we dodge some cars driving by. We hide, you know, in some trees and stuff. Just do some basic vigilante practice. I think it goes pretty well. And we go, and that's pretty much the end of the story right there. We go back home and everything ends up being okay. But after that night, like idiots, we decided to keep doing it more because honestly, it was really fun. Like, I have not had that much fun, like, just dicking around since, like, the childhood days of playing Foursquare and hide and seek in the dark and shit. It's just fun. It's fun to see how far away you can get from, like, sneaking around. It honestly is a very fun experience. I'll be completely straight with all of you. I really enjoyed doing that. So we do it some more, you know, close scares happen. Nothing too dangerous, though. We stopped doing it eventually just because, like, I don't know. It became boring, I guess, in a way. Like, we just did it too much, and it was kind of like the same things happened every night. Hey, dodging is good. That was just a perfectly handled room right there. I like my playstyle on that one. And we did choose the somewhat right direction for our boss fight. Nice, easy, womb 1. Half skip there. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But I still, like, to this day, I'm kind of like, man, I still find, like, shows like Daredevil to be really fucking cool. I'm watching it right now with my girlfriend, like, rewatching the show all the way back through, and it still fucks pretty hard. It does, I'll admit. It's still an amazing show. These flies don't do contact damage, huh? I should have known that. They're defensive. Wow. Nice split there, pal. Want to do that again and just fuck me over completely? That's cool. Fine. We get hopefully a good deal here for once in our entire life. We got what? Blood Oath. That's it from a deal. Blood Oath and the Razor. Kind of shit. All right. Get your hearts and move on down. But I still find those shows to be cool. And like I think that we're meant, like, we're supposed to idolize, you know, the guys who do good in like not so good ways. And it's kind of a bad thing to idolize. But as a high school kid, like, that's the coolest shit ever. You know, like, that dude's a badass. He can, like, fight people. It's just cool to see that shit, you know? I would not do any of that in this current day, because I recognize it is very, very stupid to do that kind of shit now, but genuinely, like, that shit still is pretty cool to me, though. Like, if somebody else did it, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, go for it. But me personally, not my cup of tea anymore, I'll be real with you. I've outgrown that, I think, for sure. But I enjoyed doing it while it lasted. And also, it's how you pass the time when you're bored in a very small town, because there was not anything to do in my hometown. You could drive like half an hour away and go roller skating. You could drive half an hour away and go see a movie when there were ever movies out during the COVID age, which didn't happen like at all. Like, everywhere was closed, and what wasn't closed was not fun. It was like fucking, you can go eat at Billy's, you know, fine dining restaurant. Like, sure. It's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world, but I'll give it a shot. That was a very stupid way to handle that room, honestly. I should have known that was going to be a potential hit there, but we made it out alive. And I think you just go fight Mom's Heart. You have good DPS. You got good stuff going for you, kid. You'll be all right. These laser eyes are going to be real annoying at first. All right, get your quad shot in there. Dodge these tiers if you possibly can. You do quite a bit of damage. Beast would not have been the wrong choice, I think. For Keeper's Sack especially. With all of our cash and money. Wow, these devil deals have been abysmal, dude. My lord. I cannot give a pass to any of those. All right, Cathedral time. We should be fine to win. We have good damage. Our health is a bit scary, but with the Blood Oath damage, kind of makes up for that drawback. Plus Bloody Lust as well. All we got to do is choose the right paths, and we'll be okay. On. Ugh, that was a close one. Not my finest moment, but we're okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. But I think that, like, you know, when you're bored and you have nothing to do in your hometown, you start forming bad habits. It's just how things go. I'm not going to excuse myself running around in black spandex in my neighborhood, but goddamn that I have a... Why? Why did that go behind me? All right. No, that's fine. I respect it. Can I get a gluttony drop here to make up for that? Some good HP would be nice. Red hearts, soul hearts, anything. Nice dodge. Got to get my swarm flies back up for the Isaac fight. Stop stealing these bitches away from me, please. Give me a heart. Okay. It's something. It's something. Let me get bombs as well. Not my favorite thing. Super secret room is not there. I didn't think so. I had to check, though. I had to check. And we have our trap, huh? This could be good. There could be like a golden chest or a stone chest reward we can get out of that. Oh my god, this sucks. This fucking sucks. You're on the winning side of it now, kind of, but it's about to change real quick. Can I shoot you, please? Thank you. Ooh, we get more hearts for our blood bank for more damage. And you know what? Sure. Did not really pan out in any kind of good way, but it could have, I guess. Always worth the risk for an extra devil deal or two right there. Okay. Got him. Missed. There we go. Don't do your iframe thing. I hate that shit. This shit is the most annoying attack in the goddamn game. Thank God. There's a shot speed up for us, and there is... Oh, no. Get me out of here, please. That was a dumb hit. That was a bad hit. I'll admit it. That was a very bad hit. Running on borrowed HP right now. Our tier rate on this run has only been decreased and never increased, which is not a phrase you like to hear. At all. That does nothing for us. You have tried your best, but I cannot take that. Did a fly kill you there? I guess so, because that was a real good shot. Euthanasia, what? Oh, yeah, $3 bill, right. I was like, when did we get euthanasia on this run? Okay, more HP for blood bank shenanigans. I'm going to go back right now and play it out. If we can get... I really want to get a blood bag here. It's kind of like my ideal dream. Perfect. Honestly, just so fucking perfect. We'll pop this twice. So we can get even more damage for the floor out and pick this up. Dude, that was honestly so good for us. That was honestly so good for us. We can pop the razor for increased DPS whenever we feel like it on this floor. And I'll probably pop it at least like once or twice in the Isaac fight. Just for a bit of an extra punch on that motherfucker. But I'm not going to make any promises. You're not there. Interesting. It could be up from this. Maybe. Why were you off-center? That was very weird to see. I don't like how you were... left leaning on that room there. No, not up there either. Maybe a super right here. But yeah, I'm not going to defend myself doing dumb shit in high school, but what I think the biggest... Wow, that got through all of my stuff there, huh? The biggest fear of growing up in a small town for any parent should be that kid getting bored, because when you are bored... Oh, great. When you are bored in a small town like that, only bad things can happen. Only bad things can happen. If I get 2 blood bags here, perhaps? Ooh. Nah, not what I wanted to see. Hoping for like a reverse moon card there. Something of that caliber, I guess. Another reverse world card. Anything. A chariot as well would have been nice there. Lovers is pretty nice. We can do this. This. And get an IV bag, which is worse than the razor. Or no, it does half heart. Ooh. You do half hearts, right? No, so the razor is way better than IV bag is right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. See what we can get out of this and get some HP back, maybe. Pretty flies as well. Okay, good. Stuff back. Boom. 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 Not bags. We have a lot of damage for that. Get some more money. Spam this again. Okay. You can do some more IV bag things. You could go back and grab Swallowed Penny, obviously, but not really what I'm interested in doing. Oh, Tears Up Pill. Let's go. I'll do it once more. I have faith in this run now. I have a lot of faith in it. Making sure we're in a good winning position as it stands. Okay, we can do even more blood bags. More? I'll go till we're done with this. I'll go till we're all the way out of money permanently. That Eternal Heart makes a big difference. That was awful. Okay. Pick up the Eternal Heart. I think you want to go with IV bag over anything else right now. I'm thinking, like, for the chest, what kind of game breaks can we get with D20? I think IV bag is the best thing to use it for. You could make a case for gambling slot, but at least IV bag gives you, you know, stuff guaranteed where the gambling slot is like a 1 in like 5 chance for a drop or some shit like that. That was the worst hit of my entire career. You are dashing a lot today, brother. Little dasher over there. There, now you're dead. Now you're a little deader. Didn't make any sense. Sorry. But no, I do think that the biggest fear of growing up in a small town is the boredom, because when you're bored, you just want to start doing stupid shit to kill the boredom. And I did dumb shit, like, in high school. I did tons of dumb shit in high school. Everyone does dumb shit in general in high school, but, like, God, like, the thing with my town is it wasn't, like, super small, nor was it super big. It was that boring medium, like, 10,000 resident, like, size, where it's, like, nothing fucking happens here that is interesting to you. It's so boring. Like, it killed me how boring. Like, and looking back now, I like that town. I like that town. You know why? Because I respect the boredom now. It's nice to have a calm, you know, life. And I like the weather there as well. The Midwest weather I will always enjoy. I like snow. I like rain. I like cooler temperatures, you know, for runs and stuff like that. But there's a certain limit to what I can take. I can't always, you know, be, how did I put that? I already saw both my rooms, right? There's a certain limit to how much I can take with that kind of stuff. Like, I gotta see some excitement or some, like, big town in my life, right? Somewhere in there. Just something in general, but I do kind of miss it. Get some flies for some major Isaac damage here. Oh, yeah. More flies, and oh my god, you are giving me tons of flies right now. Against my will as well, it feels like. There you are. Okay. More flies. Perfect, dude. Very fast and very non-scary Isaac fight for the first time in a while on these runs. Aside from yesterday's run, of course. Okay. Chest with 1, 2. Blood Oath's going to pop and ruin all of that HP. Never mind. We're going to have 2 hearts next floor. Fun. Does it take your... It does take your Rotten Heart. All right. At least we know. There's Clicker. Interesting. I don't like our HP right now, dog. I'm really not feeling the HP. We got to get our flies chalked back up. Not really feeling that either, to be completely honest with you. Okay, early find is not bad. Does that put our secret room right next to our Mega Satan door? That should not be allowed to happen. I think a bomb in there, fucking imagine, dude. Okay. Slow your roll. The 20/20 fire rate is really nice to have. Just stay far away. You're getting a sandwich. Be careful. Hey, risky dodge, but it worked out. Every hit now matters. Because we basically are the Lost right now. We're Holy Mantle as the Lost right now. Until we get more red hearts on the ground, we're going to be playing as the Lost. We could always clicker and become the actual Lost for definite 2 hits every room. But if I get to that point in my run, I will know I've lost the run at that point, I feel like. And we're not doing our greatest job to clear these chest rooms out. I've never felt scared on the chest, aside from that Mega Satan fight yesterday, in a while. And now I'm feeling the mode right now. I am definitely feeling the stress kicking in. Please. Man. It could have been so much better for us. What is the reverse strength card? It slows down and halves the health of any boss. That's a blue baby card if I've ever seen one. Don't spiders everywhere. Spiders everywhere. No. Hey. Whew. Scary stuff, dude. Any red hearts are mine, Dark Bum. That's not a red heart at all. Oh my god. I mean, come on, dude. Yes, go. None for you, dark bitch. None for you. Oh my god. Oh. Uh-oh. I gotta focus like real hard. I'm not gonna die to goddamn polycephalus of all things in this world. Okay, so far, same HP. We're still going strong with this amount. Oh. There's a reason we all hate this room. When they do this especially. Uncanny. You're going last. Hey. HP is once again back to where it was at the beginning. God. Dude. Not again. Not again. Nope. Go. That's huge. That's honestly... Oh, please. Just spoil me. God. Polyphemus finger's good. Okay. Blood Oath. Why do I always take Blood Oath, man? It is, like, not a good item to have. I gotta recall that even if I'm playing as Samson, to never take Blood Oath. Not the right move. No Void Portal. Oh, dude. That was a stressful last chest floor. I lost, like, 6 years of my life on that floor. Anyways, if you enjoyed the run, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. In the meantime, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out, and goodbye.